YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Jason from the Lock Talk, and we are here for Thursday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles against the New York Giants. You want to know who wins? Well, you better watch this entire video. Let's get straight into it, baby.
Let's smoke the books.
The Lock Talk.
What is good, guys? I'm happy to be back. I'm filming this the day before, so I don't know how I ended up doing Wednesday's video for MLB, but the last time I looked, the Mariners were up 2-0, so we'll see how that goes. We've been absolutely killing football, man. I've been on an insane run. I'll put something right here. But, guys, this game is super interesting. It's Thursday Night Football, a division game against the 4-1 Eagles against the 1-4 Giants. I'm from New York. I'm from Jersey, so I like the Giants. I hate the Eagles, but I am not biased. I will tell you how it is. But it's an interesting game because the Eagles lost their undefeated record. And the Giants, they beat a big team recently in the Chargers, but the Giants did lose to the New Orleans Saints, who are probably the worst team in the NFL, maybe behind the Titans, even though the Titans won their last game, but really should have won. Eagles, I mean, for all intents and purposes, they were doing very well against Denver, but Denver just rallied back and won. So they faced some pretty tough teams, beat the Tampa Bay. I mean, arguably, they started off super hot, but they could have lost that game. Arguably, they should have lost to the Rams. But, they had that miracle black kick turned to a touchdown. And that game against KC was also very close, man. So another game they could, and then even the Dallas game was a game they could have lost as well. So even though their record is 4-1, I think on the eye test and kind of how they've been playing, they're not really as strong as what people think. On the Giants side, though, I mean, look, they didn't have a kicker in this game against the Washington Commanders. Dallas, I mean, they could have won that game, but they also didn't have a kicker. Kansas City beat them, but there were chances that they could have maybe had a chance to win. They obviously won outright against a red-hot Chargers at that time, and then they lost outright to the New Orleans Saints, where I thought the Saints actually had a good matchup. So I'm not surprised that they lost, but, just kind of so crazy that they beat a team like the Chargers, and then they go outright and lose to the New Orleans Saints. Go figure. But that was Jackson Dart's first game on the road. Off a big victory. But I don't know, man. I mean, it is what it is. So where we go in this game, man, I mean, I think obviously the Eagles are better everywhere, right? I mean, they have a better offense, really good run game, even though they really haven't been utilizing it. Like, if you take a look at their rush yards and their offense, they're ranked 25th, right? Even with Jalen Hurts and Saquon, they really haven't been using Saquon Barkley too effectively. And we'll see how they do in this game. I mean, if you take a look at Saquon's numbers, it's not been that great. We take a look even at the strength of schedule. Philly has had a really tough strength of schedule, even though I did make some comments about how they could have been. They could be like a 1-4 team or 2-3 team, something like that. Giants, much easier schedule. And in terms of the victories, though, they're giving the Giants a higher schedule of victory, or strength of victory, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, man, I mean, the one thing I will say about this game is that the Giants actually have a pretty strong defense. I mean, their front line, I mean, can they make penetration, give some problems to Jalen Hurts? And, I'll say this, though, that the Giants on the head-to-head, they've actually played the Eagles fairly well. I mean, let's take a look at the spread last year. 3, they won by 7. Game before that, the Giants lost all these games, but they blew them out in 2024. Different game, different team. So with that all being said, I mean, the Giants, they're very familiar. They're both these teams are very familiar with each other. They're division rivals. I mean, more like the Eagles are just, they're just in the same division. I wouldn't say they're rivals anymore because the Eagles have been a step above, right? But on the defensive side for the Eagles versus the offense of the Giants, I mean, Giants, it's a misnomer because they have a lot of new guys, man. I mean, Jackson Dart has provided some type of great energy to his team. He can run the ball, he can pass, but the defense of the Eagles is still pretty good, man. They put pretty big schemes. They have good corners like Cooper DeJean. I mean, they have some really good guys up front. So can they get penetration on that offensive line that's not that great? Maybe. I mean, Giants, I believe they do have some injuries. So we take a look at the Giants injuries. Obviously, Omar Noor, if he's out, that's going to be huge on the offensive line. Azudo's already out, but then obviously they're missing some big guys. Slayton looks like he's out. I mean, they have no Malik Neighbors still. So, we'll see how this team does without, these offensive weapons, because the one difference that from the teams the Eagles have played, right? Denver, Tampa Bay, LA, all these guys, right? The Giants don't have like a Puka Nacua. They don't have like a Mike Evans or that rookie. I mean, they don't have like some of the weapons Denver has either. So the big question for me is really like the Giants, where does the offense come? Even if, right? Like I did mention, the Giants have a pretty good defense and maybe they can cause some problems for Jalen Hurts and their passing game. Because I'll be honest, man, it seems like the Eagles are more concerned passing the ball to AJ Brown than getting the run game going. I think, if they want to be successful, they should get the run game going. I mean, if you take a look at kind of where the Giants are weak, I mean, technically they're the weakest on the run game, but I mean, obviously they get the run game going, they can open up the passing, which they have tons of weapons, right? So big number, man. We go to the number, right? 7.5 point line. I haven't seen any 8s yet. Looks like everyone. So it looks like the Eagles are pretty public so far. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? I mean, Eagles have looked much better, right? I mean, you would just automatically think the Eagles are the side, right? But out of 7, there's not too many 7s. There is one for ProfitX. I'll put something down below. I also put Novig as well. Go get those lines. I mean, if you did like this, but obviously if you want the Giants, try to get the best number you can. I saw some 8.5s on Novig. Yep, I saw some 8.5s on Novig. Saw some 8.5s on FanDuel on some of the outlines, but excuse me. The number you want to focus in on though is 7, right? If you want to bet, I mean, you want to see where this line goes. And it seems like this line, I don't know, it's not going to go, it's going to either go to stay at 7.5 where it seems it's at right now, or maybe it might go to 8. If it goes to a flat 7, man, I mean, I think Eagles are the side. But I do have one thing I want to say. Before I give you my pick, if you could, please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Leave the number 8 for good luck. 8 is the money number. I've been doing a giveaway for everyone who leaves a comment. We do a raffle and someone gets a free daily card. So I'll do that for the next video after you guys comment here. There's gonna be no giveaway today because I'm making this video so much like so early in the day, and the comments aren't done on my last video. So I will have 2 winners tomorrow. So 2 winners on Friday. But yeah, let's go from there, man. Yeah, I think the Eagles, right? They just lost that game against Denver in Philadelphia. They're gonna come off pissed. They're gonna want to prove a point that they're the top in the division. And I think I will try to go get a flat 7 right here. Right here on ProfitX, or you can get maybe on one of these other books. But I think the Eagles come out angry. But there's also a better way I think you could play this game, right? I do think kind of things I mentioned. I don't know where the Giants are going to get a lot of their offense. Or maybe Scatterbull, maybe, you could look at Jackson Dart with his running game. I did see right here, right? Jalen Carter looks like he could be injured and questionable. We'll see if he plays. But I do think he plays. Let's see. Wednesday has limited practice due to a heel issue, leaving stats. Thursday, divisional matchup in the air. So if he doesn't play, that's big, man. It's a big loss for them, and it'll be good for the Giants, right? So the way I would kind of look at this game, I think, this game, especially the Eagles want to run it. I would tease, maybe do a 6-point teaser on like Eagles -7 and the under 47.5. I don't think this game is going to be super high scoring. In terms of like where the money's at, obviously everyone's going to be betting over. People love betting overs, but you've seen a lot of these, Thursday night primetime games going under. And I think, because Eagles, even like I think the Giants can cause problems for Jalen Hurts. And I also think on the other side, the Giants are just missing too many weapons, and they can't just rely solely on Scatterbull and Jackson Dart to run the ball. So I like it under. So if you could tease both the Eagles at like -1.5 and then to 46.5 to 47 on the under, I think it's a good spot for a teaser in this game. Other than that, there's some props I'm going to be looking at. If you want my full card and what I like and what I'm personally putting out for all my guys in my premium chat, just go to the link down below. I put a special discount code so you get all our plays. We've been red hot in the NFL, and hopefully this has been helpful. But yeah, man, just to summarize everything, I like the Eagles. I think they're gonna win this game and cover the number. But if I really like this teaser more, 7, tease it down to like -1, and then over 47 for this game, 47.5. I think that line will be around like minus 120. And I think, this game's going to be low scoring. The Eagles are going to basically do what they want, and they're going to run this ball, drain that clock, and give the Giants a tough time, man. But if you want to only bet on the line, and this game goes to 8.5, I would not want to bet the Eagles 8.5. I think this game will be, around 7 points. So that's the reason why I want to tease it or get the flat 7. So in the chance that, they win by 7, you don't lose, you push. But yeah, man, that's what I like for this game. I'm a Giants fan, man, but my wallet comes first. Remember that, guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know, put that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on that next one, man. Good luck, everyone.
Let's smoke the books.
The lock